Time, 12 December 2012. Location, a posh banquet in the heart of the city, where three eminent fashion fiestas were donning an audition seat. An audition to find out who is going to be the next beauty queen of the city. Just then, an announcement is made. Coming up next, contestant number 13, Deepti Chacko Bangera. In walks in, 28-year-old, young and kicking, Deepti Chacko Bangera. Walking on the ramp now is the corporate biggie who's been crashing every walk of life. Confidence oozing out of her. And now she walks onto the dais and takes a very elegant L stand in front of the judges and is waiting anxiously for her question. But something strange is happening. The judges are not clearly impressed. Why? You ask me why? I missed a very important part of her introduction. She weighs a humongous 147 kgs. In a world that monetizes insecurity and sets beauty standards, empowerment comes usually like a rebellion. A rebellion quieter but firmer, rebellion of self-acceptance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are born into our bodies way before we are born into opinions. And yet, somewhere between childhood innocence and adulthood expectations, society begins to audit our appearance. Too short, too tall, too dark, too light, too fat, too thin, not fitting in this mythical ideal body format. And yet, many of us slowly begins to negotiate with the mirror. We are told confidence has to be earned through weight loss, through skin lightening treatments, through sharper features, through conformity, as though self-worth is a conditional contract signed with public approval. But let me ask you, since when has dignity needed modification? Body positivism is not a trend. It's not a hashtag on Instagram. It's a philosophy of sovereignty. It's a radical declaration that my body is not a public project. Society has curious ways. You don't trust me? Try putting on some weight. You may be an overachiever in life, but you are out of that box. You are now mere a 2 or a 3-digit number on that weighing scale. Sad, but it's true. Those unsolicited advices multiplies. Those free diet charts keep coming in. And the sympathy that flows for you, unearned. They want to know what's in your plate in a public function. A passing comment becomes their biggest weapon. Like this other time, I was in a birthday party, sitting very comfortably on a couch, hiding my pouch with a pillow. Just then I see this random stranger, mother-daughter, beautiful pair walking past me. And the mother goes like this, "Beta, didn't I tell you not to take that last piece of cake? Otherwise you'll become like her." On my face, my overachievements gone out of the room. You know, sometimes critics are strangers, but most of the time, they are relatives. Low achievers, uncomfortable in their own stagnation, usually find confidence and happiness in shrinking someone else's confidence. You may say these are silly comments, you should get over it, you should be positive. But you know what? Each of these negative comments start to build something inside you. Something strange starts to change within you. You know what? This change is internal. You start to justify your existence. You are almost apologetic for occupying spaces. You start wearing darker clothes to look smaller. You choose your makeup carefully, not to express, but to hide. You alter your hairstyles to blend in, not stand out. You almost train yourself to be invisible. This is not modesty. This is you surrendering, bit by bit, piece by piece, to those millions of voices who do not own you. If this was not enough, in comes the next stage, the mental suffocation. The stage where you're constantly exhausted, mentally exhausted, justifying why you look the way you look. How can I reach that altered beauty standards which I'm not able to understand? How is that possible for a human body? And exactly at that time, empowerment decides to set its foot into your life. You now are in a mental status where you look inside and you say, enough is enough. I don't care what the world needs from me. I am worried about what I need from myself. What is it that Deepti needs from herself? You start prioritizing yourself. You look deeper. That means now you start taking physical fitness seriously for yourself, not for societal compliance. You choose nutrition over punishment. You choose mental health over humiliation. You choose yourself. And this is the time when you realize there was so much in life. There was no need to shrink yourself in a box. Society decided that box. You do not fit in there. You grow out of it. Come out. Speak for yourself. This mental status, which sets you free. Body positivism is when you now look into the mirror and you don't see that helplessness. Not anymore, sir. You see uniqueness. You see character. You see distinction. This new girl, confident. Her stretch marks now becomes her stories. Her complexion, her heritage. Her body type, her existence. And you say her flaws? Sorry, ma'am. Her flaws are now beauty standards. She is confident. She is walking tall, looking into the world in the eyes. And now something extraordinary happens. A change again, but this time external. When you learn to stand tall in your skin, the world adjusts its posture. No, don't take me wrong. I am not justifying ill health. I'm not saying we should deny medical science. Body positivism is not about justifying ways and methods or processes that harm human body. No. But what it does mean is that you stop comparing yourself with others. You stop letting others decide your virtues. You stop telling the world that why you exist, how you exist, why are you the way you are. You give yourself importance. You stop criticizing the world when you stop judging yourself. When you stop criticizing the world becomes a better place to live in your head. Empowerment through body positivism is not about changing your body to feel confident. The world will continue to manufacture standards. You manufacture self-worth. You focus on your happiness, your health, your purpose, your joy. So that now, ladies and gentlemen, you stand tall, look into the world in the eyes, and say, unapologetically, unaltered, I am beautiful the way I am, and I owe no one an explanation. This is empowerment. This is power. And you know what? This power was always with you. Thank you.